Welcome to the Marketing Pulpit Show, and I am Robert Gatewood, your host. We are here every Friday at 10:30 a.m. bringing you the good marketing gospel. We're not saving souls, we're saving businesses, saving jobs, saving our community. Now, if I happen to save a soul along the way, don't hold that against me. We'll just call that icing on the cake. Now, the mission at Marketing Pulpit Show is to build strong businesses in our community so that we can put our people to work. And we do that with business development, job creation, and service. So if you ever find yourself in a business crossroads and not sure which way to turn, just turn on the Marketing Pulpit Show because we're on a mission. The show is broadcast live from the illustrious Radio 1 studio. Good morning and welcome to the Marketing Pulpit Show, and I'm Robert Gatewood, your host, and we are here every Friday at 10:30 a.m. bringing you the good marketing gospel. I'm not here to save your soul. I'm here to save your business, save your job, trying to save our community too. Welcome. This is the first Friday in December of 2024, and I'm just so glad to be here. Man, it's a great day to be alive, isn't it? All the things that's happening in the world. I mean, people are complaining about this and complaining about that. Man, let me tell you, sometimes you just don't realize how good you have it. And I'm here as a witness today to let you know that, man, sometimes you got to toughen up a little bit. Got to take some blows and get ready. And I'm just glad to be here. This is the first Friday of December. I'm Robert Gatewood, your host, and this is the Marketing Pulpit. We are here every Friday. You can find out more about the show by going to marketingpulpit.com. You can watch the show right on the homepage. We're also broadcasting from LinkedIn. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube, and we're on Instagram. So let's get this information in our ear holes. Got a great topic today. We're going to talk about why old keys can't open new doors. So if you're trying to move things forward, but you're using the old techniques that didn't work in the past, we got to talk about why and how you should evolve to get ready for the new challenges and opportunities. Those old keys, I know you gotten used to them. They're comfortable. You done smooth the little edges around, but sometimes you got to discard those keys or at least get them retrofitted or something. We're going to talk about that coming up later in the show during our marketing sermon. I'm a business developer by trade. I help companies in the business space. If you're trying to start a company, if you have a business already and you're trying to turn it up a notch, that's what I do. And if you can't afford me, I mean, everybody can afford me. Come on now. But just in case, let's say you haven't understood the value proposition yet, then tune into this show and get as much information as you can to help you decide how to move forward as far as reaching out to somebody who specializes in business development like myself. But I'm not trying to sell you today. I'm just, like I said, my plate is very full. Matter of fact, I'm not taking on new clients right now. Just going to work on the ones that I already have and make sure that they succeed. But I can definitely offer consultations and advice, and tune into this show every Friday. Get all kind of good information right here at no cost to you. I'm also an instructor at the Prince George's I'm a professor at Prince George's Community College where I teach marketing and marketing strategies and digital marketing and social media strategies and networking, branding and PR. So I have a full plate over there. Also dabble in the government space with the Small Business Administration. And written a couple of books, one called Played in Fool and one called Smarter Than the Boss. So that's what I do. This is my business. This is my purpose, my reason for being, my raison d'etre, as the French say it. Got a lot going on this month. Before I forget, don't forget to come on out to the First Friday networking event at BLE today at 9701 Apollo Drive. If you're in the DC area, just come on out. We're going to have food, networking, good information. You can rub shoulders with some people that can dramatically improve your lot in life. We have government folks. We have industry people. We have just about every type of people out there, educators, you name it, that come on out to this First Friday. Miss Bernadette Clay, of course, will be there. She is the founder and CEO of BLE Executive Suites, located in the DC area. They have 3 locations, one in Largo, one in National Harbor, and one in what's that other place? The College Park. So she'll be there giving us some good information. And good morning to Brother Bradley Thomas. I mean, when I say Brother Thomas, man, we have more things in common than sometimes I even care to enumerate. Glad to have him, including he has a show on every Thursday. Very good show. And we've been running around the same circles since Buck was a calf. We used to be good friends with our good buddy Joe Madison, who passed away this past year of prostate cancer. And that prostate cancer is making its rounds, I'm telling you. So all you guys out there, get that PSA scores and get those follow-ups, and don't be sitting on something that could radically change your life and keep us on this planet. I want you to stay here. I can't help you if you're not here. And that goes for everybody, myself included. Also, we're going to talk about, as I said, coming out to the first Friday, I'll be out there. I'll be emceeing and co-hosting with Miss Bernadette Clay. And also something coming up. Since Moby Dick was a minute. That's a long time there, Bradley. Also coming up on the 28th of this month, we're going to be celebrating 15 years of BLE Executive Suites. Miss Bernadette Clay, this lady, I'm telling you, she's a remarkable young lady. So we're going to be celebrating her 15 years and BLE on December 28th. And I'm inviting you to come on out. Matter of fact, we have a banner on the Marketing Pulpit website. As a matter of fact, I'm going to run this quick, just a quick reminder, a little ad we put together to remind you of this event. It's a big event coming up on December 28th, and you are invited to come on out. Hold on a second. So come on out. That's right. If you saw that familiar looking face sitting there with those 5 young men, those are the Gatewood brothers. That's my brothers and myself. We have a group, and we're going to be performing at the BLE gala coming up on the 28th of December. Go ahead and get your tickets now before they sell out. And I'll be there with bells on. And I know many folks in the DC area saying, when are you guys going to come to DC and sing? Because I've been talking about the brothers. Normally we sing down in North Carolina because that's where we're based. I'm the only renegade up in the DC area. But I'm bringing these brothers up to the DC area on December 28th at the Martin's Crosswinds at 7 o'clock in the evening. Get your tickets. I'd love to see you there. I'm looking forward to that event and getting the brothers up here to do a little stepping and a little sweet love and a little Teddy Pendergrass and a little, man, we're going to throw down love OJs, you name it. We're going to bring back some good old memories. It's a great way to spend the time between Christmas and New Year's. If you're looking for a good event, come on out. Dress up, put on your gown, put on your black suit, that black dress, grab your old lady, your old man, or whatever you decide to grab. Come on out. Be glad to see you. All right. Also, don't forget to go to the business directory and join for the MPI.BZ. If you have a business, you're trying to get off the ground, you want me to promote you on this show, like D Live Scan Fingerprints and Passports and Notary Services, who've also become one of our sponsors. So go on out and check them out. They're on the homepage. They're featured, and other people like Attorney Bradley Thomas, Eternity Plumbing, BLE Executive Suites, HBCU Leggings, and so forth. Check them out on the homepage. Let me get you on this directory so I can shout you out too. This is the first week of the month, and we try to acknowledge some observances for the month. This is National Eggnog Month. Man, I tell you, it's hard to find a good eggnog nowadays. I used to drink it every holiday. Haven't had any lately. Learn a foreign language month. That's a good goal. If I tell you what you should look at. Look at sign language. If you don't want to speak another language, look at the sign language. I've been dabbling in that. I've been dabbling in so many things. I'm telling you. Let's see. National Drunk and Drug Driving Prevention. What a good month for that. You don't want to be intoxicated or inebriated or under the influence this time of year. So get that designated driver. Let somebody get you home safely. National Fruitcake Month. I never really was a fruitcake fan, but now they seem to get better. They used to have that little red candy in there I didn't care too much about. So I guess they're a little more, let's say, healthy these days. Let's put it that way. National Identity Theft Prevention and Awareness Month. Oh boy, we got a story coming up on the later in the show about the FBI is telling the iPhone folks not to text the Android folks, and vice versa. Man, that's gonna throw a monkey wrench in quite a few people's machines. But anyway, it's trying to protect your identity and all that good stuff. Procrastination Awareness Month. Yeah, my teacher used to tell me, say, Mr. Gatewood, Robert, you're gonna miss a lot of opportunities if you don't stop procrastinating. I said, okay, I'll get around to it. Anyway, read a new book month. Okay, good idea. Stress-free family holiday month. Man, you put stress and family together, and you put family and holidays together. Stress will be the outcome. Universal Human Rights Month and World AIDS Awareness Month. We try to bring attention to these observances so that we can channel the resources and make sure it has the awareness and all that good stuff. So, as my dad used to say when he was preaching, let's govern ourselves accordingly. Good morning, Mr. Brown, greatest plumber in town. Glad to have you on board this morning. We're going to throw a few news items in the mix. Like I said, don't forget to go to come on out to the First Friday. I'll be there. You want to come, folks. You want to come on out. This is December. This is the last time you're going to see me this year. If you haven't come already. I'm not taking many in-office visits. And so if you want to see old Robert Gatewood in person this year, come on out. You can have, like I said, you can see me on the at the First Friday. You can also come on out to the 15th anniversary, which is happening on December 28th. Go to marketingpulpit.com and register. Come on out and hear the Gatewood Brothers. Sweet Love. Matter of fact, I'm going to lead one of the songs. Now, that might be an incentive for you not to come, but don't let that deter you. Come on out and let's have a good time. Let's see here. And you can also, like I said, we'll run that ad again before we get off the air here. Let's see. In the news, this guy got shot. This CEO of United Healthcare, the CEO, Brian Thompson. And they are saying, man, it's all kind of, when somebody gets shot, man, the news, until another news cycle comes along, but there's all kind of stories out here about how he was, United Healthcare was denying people, and that's why he got shot. And then some people are saying that United Healthcare used to use artificial intelligence to speed up the denying process. That's probably one area where you don't need any help or anything to accelerate the process. You don't need AI for that. I mean, I'm just saying. There's a lot of reasons you might use AI, but to accelerate the denial of somebody's basic health care, I'm not sure that's a good idea. We don't know what the motives are. The guy left behind some writings on the shell casings. I guess he was kind of leaving some clues. But this story is just a mixed bag of technology, AI, healthcare, so many things to unpack here. So we're going to just keep following this one. That's a lot going on there. Bitcoin went over $100,000 this week. I was shocked. That's a lot of money for one coin. I remember when Bitcoin first came out, I was listening to a radio talk show, and this guy, Isaiah Washington, this probably 10, 15 years ago, he was talking to somebody on this radio show, and he said, watch this thing called Bitcoin. It was probably like $100 or $50 a share back then. And I called one of my friends and said, hey, man, you ever heard this thing called Bitcoin? This guy, he's always trying to invest in things and stays on top of things. we kind of kicked it around and said, yeah, so we said we'll get back to it. We never got back to it. If we had bought that coin back then, man, oh man. But how many times have we said that in our lives, though? What's that, Monday morning quarterbacking? Anyway, what is it? Hindsight is 2020. I did eventually buy I did buy a little bit. So the little bit that I do have is actually made a little bit of money, but not enough to might buy me a beer or something like that. But then there's Dogecoin. It's very interesting that Elon Musk is naming this. The acronym for this Department of Government Efficiency is the same as this cryptocurrency called Doge, D-O-G-E, Dogecoin. And so I don't know, man. I'll tell you, it's hard to keep up with all this stuff. TikTok brought in $100 million on Black Friday in online sales. Man, you see where the money's being made now, right? But that doesn't mean we can't make some money too. That's what we're going to talk about. Old keys are not going to unlock new doors. So you got that old key trying to make it. You may have to change that key, turn it in, or get it retrofitted. As I mentioned earlier, the FBI had warned the Androids and iPhone users to stop texting each other. When I first saw that story, I thought it was one of those onion type stories where it was a hoax. But it was also, I saw it on the Today Show today. I mean, not that you should believe everything on the Today Show, but it did kind of get into the mainstream media. I had to do a little more research on this because I have a lot of folks and friends who are Android users. They're saying you should use some other type of app or some type of encrypto type app to text people. But they say that it can be easily, information can be hacked when you text between the platforms. I don't know. We'll see. All right, let me take a quick break here. We're going to come back and talk about why old keys won't open new doors. We're also going to talk some more about this event coming up on December 28th. And today we have the first Friday networking event. But I will be there. Got up this morning and combed my head and threw on a suit of clothes. I look halfway decent. And so I'll be greeting. We get about we have 20, 30 people on the regular, and you're rubbing shoulders with decision makers, healthcare providers, you name it. All kind of people are there. I met some good people there. I've outsourced some work to the people. Some people tried to hire me. I kind of broke their heart when I said, "Well, I'm not really looking for any work right now." Now, who's not looking for work, right? Well, let's put it this way. I am selective. I'm only taking on jobs now that align with my purpose. Everybody's got an idea, a new mousetrap for you to try out. I'm not feeling it. So yes, I'm being very selective. And when you get your purpose lined up and the stars are lined up, you can start doing that too. I met a guy last night at this event we had over at the Overdue Recognition Art Gallery. Miss Jackie Thompson, she's been on this show a time or two. So the event was sponsored by the Bowie Innovation Center. Miss June Evans, Miss Anjanette Duncan, Miss Krista Clark, a great group of people over there. And so, of course, I teach a networking course. Matter of fact, next week on the 10th, I'm going to be teaching a course in networking at the Employ Prince George's Accelerate to Entrepreneurship program. So I get a chance to test out some of my networking advice. There's one young man, he was talking to me, I think his name was Derek or something. We had a long conversation. And I gave him some advice before I left because he was kind of intrigued by my marketing prowess. I said, take these 3 things with you. When you make yourself less available and you're not so thirsty, it attracts people in life, whether it's business or otherwise. Also, social proof is real. That means people will want to be with you because other folks want to be with you. We call that the desire to belong, or the lemon effect, or keep it up with the Joneses effect. And then, of course, the last one we call is security. That means you have to make people feel safe or at minimum risk. Those are the 3 S's of the loaded gun that I use in marketing. I'm just going to share it with you again today. You can sell anything under this sun if you apply these 3 things in tandem: security, social proof, and scarcity. Mark my words. If you haven't done it, go out today and try them. I guarantee you will be surprised. All right, let me take this break. I'll be back in a minute. And so hang on a second. This is the Marketing Pulpit. I'm Robert Gatewood. I'm here every Friday bringing you the good marketing gospel. Let's find out more about this event coming up. All right, now what? Come on now. What better event can you find this time of year than coming over to the Martin's Crosswinds? Very luxurious place. Free parking, food, entertainment, dancing, door prizes, the Gatewood brothers. Now there is a fee, it's a $45 ticket charge. But when you think about what you're getting this time of year, you got to do something this time. You don't just sitting on the house being a couch potato. Come on out and have some fun. Life is too short. Anyway, let's talk about our topic today. Old keys won't open new doors. Now, to move forward in life, sometimes we get to a crossroads. So I want things to be different. I want things to be better. Status quo is not good enough. So you make the decision to do it. You go, okay, let's do this thing. But you forget, or you just don't consider that you can't get through those new doors using the old techniques that you sometimes are reluctant to abandon. So that's why I'm going to talk to you today about why these old keys won't open new doors and what we can do about it. So let's talk about some ways we can apply this. Well, let's just say, and we're talking primarily to business owners, but some of this can be applicable to wherever you are in life, whether you're a job, relationship, whatever. This is a mindset. This is part of our mindset series. Matter of fact, the Marketing Pulpit is doing a shift as well. We're focusing more on mindset doctrines as we move forward. I've given you a lot of marketing advice, and just like I gave you those 3 S's, I'm going to continue. But I've found out that the folks that have had the greatest improvement and advancement and the highest trajectory in dealing with me are the ones who had a mindset shift. So that's where I'm going to plant my flag in 2025. I'm going to help people with their mindset. And I have the credentials to back it up, by the way. All right, so one thing, let's not bring the same old strategies and tactics to trying to get into these new markets you're trying to get into. Let's just say you're trying to reach young people, for instance. You've been reaching old folks or baby boomers for most of your products and services, but now you decide to expand. That's your new strategy. Well, that baby boomer key might not unlock the door to the Gen Z or the millennials. Let's say you're trying to get into the B2B. You're trying to get into business to business market when you spent most of your life selling to B2C, business to consumer. You're going to need a new approach, a new set of keys. Let's just say you're trying to get into a situation where you're getting residuals income, passive income. You're tired out here working so hard and physically being involved. You want to make some money while you sleep. It's doable. But you can't take the old key to unlock that door. you've got to find some new strategies, and you may have to go back and get some more education. Okay. Another way where this is applicable, you're trying to bring old technology into a new business environment. Not going to work. That old key is not going to open those doors you're trying to get into. I know some of you guys are scared to death of AI. Man, that thing's by the devil. Well, it might be. So many things that are in business seem like spawns of the devil, Lucifer, whoever. I'm pretty sure it's not. We were afraid of the internet when it first came out. We were afraid of people were afraid of the telephone when it first came out. TV, you name it. Yes, it can be somewhat frightening, some of the things that AI can do. You go to your computer and type in. I just tried out this new app this morning. I was standing there, just getting out of the shower, dried off, and this idea came to me. You're going through your Instagram feed, and one caught my eye. So you type, and this is rather old technology to you folks who's really, really into AI. But I said, I'm going to try this particular app. And I said, okay, type in bull in a china shop. Took about maybe 3 or 4 minutes. That thing gave the perfect looking bull walking through a china shop. Now, if you're out there and you're trying to be designer or doing digital marketing, and you still out here trying to go and Google, find the image, spend all this time running around when you could be using your creativity, you got to embrace this new technology. That's all I'm saying. So there are other examples I can give, but this is just one of them. If you want to be in the new digital era, you want to get behind that door, you can't bring your old keys. They're going to run you out of Dodge. Also, you can't bring the same old products time and time again, too. You got to shake it up. People want new things. I don't care how long you've been doing it, how good you have become at producing it. Eventually, folks want to see something new. So you got to bring some new products into 2025, some new services. Just look at what you're offering right now. Okay. Even let's say if you have limited capacity, you may have to let something go, but mix it up a little bit. Doesn't matter what service you're in. I'm telling you. You could be an attorney. You could be a landscaper. You could be a web designer, social media strategist, an accountant. Sometimes you can just repurpose or rename, relabel some of the services that you already offer. Just give it a new twist. Those old keys aren't going to open new doors if you're trying to expand your market with products and services. Also, spare me the river. You did some great things in the past. Cry me a river. It's old nostalgic. You want to talk about the things that you did in the past. But that was 50 years ago, 30 years ago. I'm proud of you. Hats off to you. But you got to do some new things, folks. You got to up that bio, that resume. I mean, it's nice that you did this back when you were the president of your class in college or high school. I'm proud of you. Maybe you got an award back in 1990. That was great. But I know you're doing some great things now. You didn't just stop being great, but then you kind of turned it down a little bit. You kind of rested on your laurels a little bit. Or you're probably not giving yourself enough credit for some of the things that you've already done. So if you're trying to get through those doors of accomplishment, you got to bring a new set of keys. Okay, go back and dust off some of those accomplishments that you've done recently. And sometimes you're selling yourself short. All right. Now the landscape is changing. What you got to do, the business landscape is changing. People are working from home. People aren't meeting in person like they used to. Networking is different. I went to this event last night. I pulled out my business card, man. People looked at me like I was a dinosaur. They said, what you supposed to do? What's that thing there? Man, that's a cool, what is it, made out of paper? Oh, it got your name on it? Ooh, hey, man. Where'd you get that from? The Stone Age? Everybody's using Blink now. So of course I just put out the card to kind of throw them off a little bit. But sometimes I think that technology can slow you down though if you haven't been doing it a lot. So Blink is like an app you put on your phone, and it puts your information, the information you want to share. Let's say you want to share your phone number, maybe your email address, your web address, a photo, maybe your logo. You put that in Blink, and then the person who has Blink also just take a picture of your QR code that Blink produces for you, and your information is exchanged. It goes right into their contacts. So you gotta evolve with this new business landscape. Now, this, like I said, some of you young folks, this is old school stuff. But I know my audience. Many of my audience people like scratching their heads. What's this thing again? Blink? No, it's Blink. BLINQ. I think it's QUE. But anyway, check it out. Also, as I wrap this up, trying to get through these doors in 2025 and beyond, you got to grab some new keys when it comes to your mindset and how you look at life and business and people. You can't bring that mindset that's been grounded in negativity, pessimism, amorality, unethics. If you have any of that, and I know there's nobody in this group, but let's grab a new sense of positivity, forward thinking, can do, uplifting, supporting, appreciating, gratitude. That old key, and sometimes I don't know how we got there. Sometimes we had some bad experiences. We can get cynical, skeptical, get negative. And sometimes either somebody did something to you or you had a bad relationship with a client. Sometimes you got the market turned on you. Don't let that turn you into something that you're not. I know you're better than that. So if you want to go into this new opportunity, this new marketplace, this new year, this new era, let's discard those old keys that was locking us out and get some new keys of optimism, positivity, forward thinking. I refuse to be negative. I refuse to be down. You all see this guy sitting up here every Friday. You figure, man, life must be perfect for him. He's got it going on. No. I just refuse to let anything pull me down. Man, if I tell you guys some stories, it would devastate some people. But that old saying, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. Let's embrace that. Let's look at those things that have gone against us in 2024 or before. Let's build some emotional scar tissue and move forward with a new sense of determination, positivity, grace. We're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. All right, folks, that's going to wrap it up. This is the Marketing Pulpit Show. I'm Robert Gatewood, your host. I'm here every Friday at 10:30 a.m. Come on out to the first Friday. It's at 9701 Apollo Drive. The address and information is on the website, marketingpulpit.com. You can also go to blesweets.com under their events tab. Also, I'd love to see you come on out to the event on the end of the month on December 28th. I'll be there too, along with my brothers, the Gatewood brothers. We're going to be entertaining. Brother Curtis and Leon and Joseph and Daniel. Those are the Gatewood brothers, 5 of us. We're also doing the DJ. We have 3 of the brothers, Leon and Curtis and Daniel and myself. They even had me DJing one year. I think how this DJ Gate 3 came about. 3 of us went to Livingstone College. And I was the first one to go to Livingstone. One of the first guys. I had 2 sisters that preceded me. And people called me Gate. And Leon came, who was also a brother. He's also a Sigma brother. They called him Gate too. And the last brother to come, well, not the last one, the third brother to come was Curtis. They called him Gate 3. With Gate 3, Curtis just happened to be a DJ among the many other things that he did. He played guitar like myself. But he was a very, very, very good DJ. So he started a group called DJ Gate 3. And it was named after the three brothers that went to Livingstone College, HBCU down in Salisbury, North Carolina. And the brothers have been singing since we were kids, and we just decided to have a reunion 2 years ago. And we were just going to do it one time, sing at my dad's old church, sing gospel songs. But before we could get out of the parking lot, people were inviting us to come sing for them. So we changed up a little bit. We strayed away from the gospel, but we did not stray away from positive music. All the songs we sing are about love, about social consciousness, about uplifting people. Sometimes people call out singing a love tour. So anyway, you get to experience this. You come on out on this event coming up on December 28th. And I look forward to seeing you there. And also, if you can make it out today at the First Friday networking event, starting at 11:30, about a half hour from now, I'll be downstairs waiting for you. And on that note, we're going to get out of here. As I close every show, I'd like to bring you a message of hope and inspiration and how to move forward by saying if you want to be successful, you have to do these three things. Do the right thing, do it at the right time, and you have to do it right. Enough talk. Let's get to work.